Interwall assembly begins with constructing the shaft liner fire barrier. The top track and the bottom angle are installed and fastened at 600mm centres. The wall track is similarly installed and fastened at 600mm centres. Using a fire-grade sealant, seal junctions with abutting surfaces. Cut the shaft liner panels and eye studs 15mm shorter than the floor-to-ceiling height. Push the starting panels hard into the wall track for a snug fit. Fit the eye stud tightly over the panel ends and screw to the bottom angle. Repeat the shaft liner and eye stud installation sequence until the last eye stud is fixed in position. Fit the end wall angle in place. And fasten at 600mm centres. Cork the junction of the angle and abutting surface with a fire-grade sealant. Cut a shaft liner panel into approximately 2 halves and trim to fit tightly between the eye stud and wall angle. Fix one half into the lower position first, screw fixing to the wall angle at 400mm centres. Slide the second half into position, immediately above the first, fixing again to the wall angle at 400mm centres. Similarly cut and trim another shaft liner panel, but this time slide the upper half into position first and screw fix to the underlying panel and wall angle. Fit and screw fix the remaining half panel into the lower position. When cutting the panels, allow for the horizontal joints to be offset by 300mm. Screw laminate shaft liner panels at both joints. Depending on the specified system, Boral standard core, sound stop or fire stop plasterboard is fixed to one side of the fire barrier, leaving a 6mm gap around the perimeter. Cork the gap with an approved fire grade sealant. A freestanding steel frame is installed on the other side, leaving the specified gap between the frame and the fire barrier. Surfaces can be easily incorporated within the wall cavity. Fit acoustic bats between studs and line the frame of the Boral plasterboard specified in the system, leaving a 6mm gap around the perimeter. Seal the gap with an approved fire-grade sealant. Surface penetrations through the steel wall frame do not need to be fire rated as the fire barrier is not compromised. The installation of the interwall system is now complete.